Good morning, sunshine. This gentle yoga routine is to help you get your body flowing and moving and your posture ready for perhaps sitting in meditation, sitting at a desk, whatever it is that your day has in store, getting your body ready for it. I'm in my pajamas because I can just roll out of bed, roll right onto the floor and do this routine wherever I am. You won't need any props except maybe something to sit on for just a brief moment at the end of our practice. We're going to start on our backs. So get comfortable. And then bring one knee in towards your chest and give it a little hug. And just notice what that feels like in the hip, and maybe you'll even feel something in your lower back. You can stay right here, or your other leg could straighten on the floor if that feels good. As you breathe in, just gently move that knee away from your chest. And as you breathe out, invite it back towards your chest. Inhale the knee away. Exhale the knee in. Same breath, but add a circle for the thigh bone and the hip joint. Inhale the knee away and open. Exhale in. Inhale, circle the thigh. Exhale, bring it in. Go the other direction. Inhale, circle. Exhale in. One more time. Inhale, circle. Exhale in. Sliding the hands to the back of the thigh. As you inhale, straighten that knee any amount. Exhale, bend the leg. Inhale, stretch the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. This time the leg stays in the air. Any amount of bent or straight in the knee. Exhale, circle the foot. Keep that foot circle going with the breath and go the other way. Now we're going to bend the knee and bring it a little bit to the outside of the rib cage. This is called half happy baby pose. You can hold on to the back of the thigh, or you might bring your hand to the bottom of the foot if it can reach. It doesn't matter if it doesn't reach. It's not a big deal. Just inviting some space into that hip. Take a couple of breaths there. So if you chose to straighten your bottom leg, bend it. The foot that's in the air, cross that heel over the opposite knee. And we're going to do a posture called thread the needle. So one foot's flat on the floor. Loop both hands behind that thigh and bring it in. And you'll probably feel the stretch in the back of the hip of the leg that's closest to you. Take a couple of breaths there. Just notice what you feel and where you feel it. No agenda, no judgment, no good stretch, no bad stretch, just sensation. So we're going to keep that figure 4 position with the legs. Take the foot back to the floor, and then the whole thing's going to tip over for a little bit of a twist. So you can take the hand that's closest to your legs and press that thigh away a little bit for kind of an interesting feeling of stretch in the front of that hip. The other arm perhaps stretches out to the side. Relax your jaw. I know I sleep with a lot of tension in my jaw, so I have to kind of bring some awareness to that in the morning. And then turn your head a couple of times. And if it feels good, you can let the head settle in a way that you're looking away from your legs. To come out of the stretch, neutralize the head. Pick up the foot that's on the floor, uncross that leg, and then just, you can even use your hand, easy does it, to bring that leg back up. Resting your palms at your sides. Just kind of notice if your two legs and hips feel different at this point. And then we'll invite the other knee in toward the chest. A few breaths, breathing it away and in. So inhale the knee away. Exhale in. Inhale away. Exhale in. Taking it to that circular action. Inhale away and open. Exhale in. Notice this time I kept my bottom knee bent. That's an option, or you can straighten it. Let's go the other way with that hip circle. Noticing that you're matching the circle to the breath. I'm going to move my hands to the back of the thigh. Still in rhythm with my breath. Inhale to straighten the knee any amount. Exhale to bend it. Inhale to straighten any amount. Exhale to bend it. I'm going to keep that leg in the air and circle out the ankle. Still breathing round and easy. Other way with my ankle circle. Half happy baby pose, bending the knee to the outside of the rib cage. Perhaps holding the back of the thigh, or perhaps choosing to pull the bottom of the foot a little bit. My other arm can go out to the side. Noticing the breath, letting it wake up too. So the leg that's on the floor can bend. The lifted heel crosses that thigh and the knee opens. Both hands thread behind my leg to pick up the figure 4 stretch. And take a few breaths, noticing where you feel that stretch in the hips. Easy breath, but lots of awareness of where that breath is moving in the body. So I'm going to put my foot back on the floor, but I'm going to keep this shape, and then the whole thing tips over. The hand that's closest to the legs can give a little press to that thigh if that feels good. The other arm is straight out to the side, turning the head a little bit from side to side, releasing through the jaw and the neck, and then maybe choosing to rest your gaze away from your legs as you take a few round breaths here. Finding your breath pace. Nice and easy, nothing forced. Neutralizing the head, releasing the hand, stepping the foot over, and you can use your hand to bring that leg back up. Just take a moment to notice what you feel. And then we're going to rest our arms down at our sides and do a little bit of a rolling bridge pose. So I start by engaging my abdominals, curling the tailbone under and lifting the hips. Inhale to roll up. Exhale to roll down. Easy through the neck and jaw. Inhale to roll up. Exhale to roll down. This time we're going to roll up and hold it. Inhaling to roll up. Exhale, stay here, bringing a little bit of heat into the hips, warming them up, breathing. Now notice that you're bringing tightness into both glutes, both hips. On your next exhale, release one of those hips and let your pelvis tip to the side. Inhale, press it back up. Other side, exhale, release one hip. Inhale, press up. We're going to do that a few more times. Exhale, release one hip. This is a way to reset the sacrum, that bony structure at the base of the spine. Exhale, release your opposite hip. We'll do one more time each side. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release your first hip. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release your second hip. A reset for the low back. One more press up. And then nice and easy, we're going to roll the spine down one vertebra at a time. Pause at the bottom. Take the arms out like a capital T shape. Palms up. Widen your feet. Take a breath, and as you exhale, tip both knees to one side, head looks the other. Inhale, knees and head straight. Exhale, tip over. Inhale, up. Exhale, tip over. Inhale, up. Exhale, tip over. Inhale, knees and head straighten. And exhale, just be here. We're going to keep the arms out wide, but we're going to bring our feet together and then open the knees in a bound angle, Baddha Konasana posture. If this is too intense for you, you could put blocks or rolled up towels or blankets under your legs to support them. That would be fine. So while we let the hips open up, we're going to open up the chest muscles as well and kind of wake up through our arms and fingers. Just let your head and neck stay relaxed. As you inhale, reach out through your fingers, spreading wide across the chest. And as you exhale, just relax your arms. Let your hands maybe even fold in a little bit like a flower bloom closing. Inhale, stretch wide and open. Exhale, relax. Big chest stretch. Inhale, stretch wide and open through the palms. Exhale, relax. Now we're going to keep the arms on the floor, but we're going to slightly bend the elbows, and it might not take much for you to really feel this in the fronts of the shoulders, depending on what's going on for you. So your elbows are going to bend until your arms are in the shape of a W. If the back of the wrists come off the floor, that's fine. That's a normal response to the stretch. But do your best to just let those arms be relaxed, and as low as they want to go without strain is fine. Sense that everything is opening. The chest is opening, the belly and ribs are opening, the hips are opening, and take 2 more breaths there. One more breath. And then stretch out through the arms, circle them down to your sides, and you can use your hands to bring one and then the other leg in, and hug your knees in towards your chest. You can hold the backs of the thighs or the shins, depending on what your knees prefer, and gently rock from side to side, stimulating some circulation along your spine. So one aspect of posture that's really important is a little bit of strength through the core. So we're going to do a little breathing practice to engage the core, and then we're going to add some leg movement to challenge that. So take a breath, and as you exhale with your hands on your belly, just contract your belly muscles so that it feels like you're pulling your belly button down toward your spine a little bit. As you inhale, see if you can hold on to just a sense of that. And then exhale, a little more contraction. So you're not completely letting go of the belly for this particular exercise. One more breath there. Pull the belly down. And then just completely relax the belly for a moment. Okay, we're going to add the leg movement. As you lift your leg, you're going to lift the knee straight over the hip. So our goal is not to bring the knee in. Our goal is to actually have that thigh at a perpendicular angle to the floor. So here we go. Take a breath, and as you exhale, contract the belly and lift the foot. As you inhale, push your foot toward the wall in front of you. The leg stays in the air. Exhale, bring it back to that 90-degree angle. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, 90-degree angle. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, 90-degree angle. This time we're going to hold the leg out straight. Kick it out there. See if you can retain that abdominal contraction. Notice that power through your core. Keep breathing. Let's take one more breath there. I'm starting to feel this in my leg. And then just let the leg down on the exhale and turn your leg from side to side and relax it. Whew. Now bring that knee in, give it a hug, and set that foot down so we can do this on the other side. Again, we're going to find that little belly contraction to stabilize the core while we move the leg. Take a breath. Exhale that other leg to a 90-degree angle. Inhale, push the foot forward. Exhale, bring the knee over the hip. Inhale, push it forward. Exhale, knee over the hip. Inhale, push it forward. Exhale, knee over the hip. This time we're going to hold it. Push it out there, hover the leg. Keep the abdominals tight. Don't hold your breath, breathe. Hold the abdominals tight. One more breath there. Feeling it in the leg. Inhale, bring the knee in, and this time we're going to give it a hug. Whew. And straighten that leg on the floor. Straighten both legs on the floor. Reach your arms behind you. If this is too much, if you've got a shoulder injury, you can do a capital T shape instead. But as we breathe in, stretch, get as big as you can be. Exhale, relax. Inhale, stretch as big as you can be. Exhale, relax. One more time. Inhale, stretch as big as you can be. And relax. Give your knees a hug. And roll over. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. We're not going to be here for a super long time, but you're welcome to use a blanket or a pillow under your knees for padding. Spread your fingers wide. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back. And slide the hips back toward child's pose. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back. And slide the hips back toward child's pose. One more like that. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back into child's pose. And we're going to slide all the way onto our bellies in Sphinx Pose. So we're going to come up on the forearms. And we're going to turn the head nice and easy like you're tracing a crescent moon across your chest. Inhale, look one way. Exhale, roll the chin. Inhale, look the other way. Exhale, roll the chin. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Hang there for just a breath and let the back of the neck stretch. And then neutralize the head and neck and come all the way onto your belly. You're going to bring your palms down at the sides of the hips for a locust pose. So you can either come onto your forehead each time, or you can alternate laying down on each temple. So it doesn't matter which one goes first. So tighten up the legs, tighten up your abdominals, lift your arms and squeeze your shoulders into your back, and then lift the chest, look down, inhale. Exhale, opposite temple. Everything tightens up. Come up, inhale. Exhale, opposite temple. So these muscles in your upper back are so important for proper sitting. Inhale, come up. Exhale, temple. This time, come up and hold. Be here, feet are on the floor, but the knees are up. The shoulders are squeezing into the back. So these muscles in your upper back, in your shoulder area, are what really keep the chest open when we're sitting appropriately. So we want these muscles to be strong. Take one more breath there. And then as you rest this time, flip your palms. So the backs of the hands are resting on the floor. Let your whole body drop and rest. Breathe. Hands under your shoulders. Use your abdominals to help you press up and back to child's pose. And we're going to do one more little flow to get the body fully warm. Inhale, come onto hands and knees. Curl the toes under, and as you exhale, find just a moment of your downward dog. Oh, hello, backs of legs. Good morning. Inhale back to the knees, chest is high. Exhale, rounded back in child's pose. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. One more time. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Take a big breath there. So here's where you might want your cushion for sitting. So maybe a pillow or a rolled up blanket. If you're comfortable sitting flat on the floor, that's fine. So sit for just a moment, cross-legged. Little side stretch. Breathe into one arm lifting. Exhale, find a side stretch. The upward ribs, breathe and open up. Exhale, stretch over. Squeeze your abdominals. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fingers to the floor. Other side. Inhale up. Exhale over. Breathe into those lifted ribs. Exhale over. Squeeze the tummy. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fingers to the floor. So just take a moment to acknowledge your spine and how it supports you when you sit. So there are 2 bones on the back of the hips called the bottom of your hip bones called your sitting bones. So feel those being supported by whatever you're sitting on. And imagine that your low back curves in, rises up. The upper back goes back a little bit, and then the neck comes back in so that the ears can easily balance right on top of the shoulders, and the shoulders can balance right on top of the hip points. Your hips are relaxed. If you were really tight here, you might want to prop something under your legs so it doesn't feel so hard to sit. So resting your hands in your legs, palms down tends to be more grounding. Palms up tends to be more awakening. So you choose, one of each is fine too. Close your eyes for just a few breaths, just noticing the flow of energy that travels up and down your spine as you seek an easy posture. What does it feel like to sit without strain? To sit in a way that brings energy and wellness to the whole body. Plenty of room for the organs, plenty of room for air in your lungs, plenty of room for possibilities, and just being. Take just a couple more breaths here at your own tempo. And then bringing your palms together at your heart, take a moment to thank yourself for showing up, to begin your day with integrity in your body, a quiet mind, and a peaceful heart. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.